If you have this type of coverage, you can get paid and get a settlement on your case even when the accident is your fault. So what type of insurance should I get if I'm a new driver, or if you have a child that just now got their driver's license and you want to try to save some money? I'm attorney Ali Awad, the CEO lawyer. I get this question all the time. Remember, it's not about the type of insurance company that you use, it's about the type of coverage that you buy. So even though I do not recommend these big insurance companies like Allstate, Geico, Progressive, State Farm, I usually like to use a mutual company that is owned by the shareholders or owned by the insureds. I will tell you that you should pay attention to the type of coverage that you have. Mainly, you should make sure you have sufficient liability coverage, uninsured motorist coverage, and medical payments or PIP. Personal injury protection. Now, why do you need all three of these types of coverages? These are not full coverage, okay? These are medical coverages that protect you and protect others in case you or your child get in an accident that is their fault. So with liability coverage, you protect the other person. The reason you want to have high liability coverage, like $100,000 or $250,000 per person, is because if you hurt someone, or if you catastrophically injure them, or maybe even kill them due to your negligence, they can decide to not go after your insurance policy and instead go after your assets personally. And if your child is using your vehicle, then they are operating under the theory of respondeat superior, or that you entrusted them with that vehicle and you could be liable for negligent entrustment. So make sure that you have a sufficient amount of liability coverage. I recommend at least $100,000 or $250,000 of liability coverage. Yes, it's expensive, but it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Then you want to make sure you have uninsured motorist coverage. A lot of times accidents happen when it's not your fault and the other person doesn't even have sufficient coverage. And with health insurance costs being so high right now, it really doesn't make sense to have this massive Cobra plan with all these benefits and perks. So people usually have to protect themselves in their cars. And that's where uninsured motorist plays a huge role. Again, I recommend $100,000 or $250,000 per person of uninsured motorist coverage. Finally, medical payments or personal injury protection. This is the only type of coverage that you can add on your car insurance policy that covers your medical bills even if the accident is your fault. So if you crash into someone and it's 100% your fault and you don't have health insurance, this basically serves as your own version of health insurance. And the beautiful thing about it is that you can instruct your insurance company to pay you directly for the amount of the medical bills. So if you have, let's say, $10,000 in medical payments coverage, you go to the emergency room and it's a $10,000 bill. You can call your insurance company and say, hey, look, don't pay the hospital, just give me the monies, okay? I want it. I like a wad of money. I want it for myself. Give me the 10 grand and then I'll go and negotiate with the hospital on my own. And a lot of times you can get 30, 50, 70, maybe even up to 90% off. So essentially, if you have this type of coverage, you can get paid and get a settlement on your case even when the accident is your fault. That's why it's so important. I'm attorney Ali Awad, the CEO lawyer. I hope this answers your question about what types of coverage you should get if you're a new driver or if you have a young child that's just now getting their driver's license. If you want to learn more about the different types of coverages and how to adequately protect yourself, subscribe to my channel and watch my videos on uninsured motorist and resident relative coverage. These are great topics that I hope you'll take a few minutes to watch. Again, thank you so much for subscribing to my page and engaging with my content. I'm attorney Ali Awad, the CEO lawyer. I'll see you guys soon.